Hi everybody, Jim Kimball here. About a month or so ago, or not a month ago, yeah, I did a video on how to grow huge onions, and I showed the onions that I had. They were like 1 to 2 pounders, but I never really showed you how I grow them. I gave a little tutorial on where I get my plants and the size onions and where I got the onions from and the type of onion. But today I'm going to show you how I actually plant them and the type again that I use. First of all, my soil, I'm half compost, half black dirt, and I've got a bed here that's about 12 feet long, 3 feet wide. I get about 60 onions in here. I plant them about 6 inches apart because they're going to be big onions. Like I said, last year I grew them between 1 and 2 pounds. Now, the plants that you get, they say between 60 and 70 plants in a bunch. Well, this is what if you never got plants before, this is what they look like. And I counted them, there's close to 60 in there. And they're all different sizes in here. They're big ones and small ones. So I try to get the biggest ones. I get maybe 2 or 3 packages, so I go through maybe 100, 150 onions, and I pick out the biggest ones. Now you can see in here they're all tied in together, and you don't have to be so gentle about them. They come apart pretty easy. And as you can see, there's about 1 inch to 1 1/4, 1.5 inches of root on the bottom of the onion. So what you do is take about 1 inch, 1.5 inch hole, and like I said, about 6 inches apart. And just put a hole in there and take the onion and put it all the way to the bottom in the hole, and then just pinch around it. Leave all of the onion above ground. You think maybe the onion will fall over, but it won't. And if it does, just prop it back up again. Now again, the onion that I use is the Lissa Craig onion. I found this produces the biggest of all the onions. I've tried different kinds, all the different sweet onions and that, but the Lissa Craig actually is an exhibition onion, and it's a real nice sweet onion. And they say that sweet onions don't last long, but this lasted 6 months. Most sweet onions are not long keepers, but this one was. That's why I'm growing it. And again, you can see that the onion is sitting right on top of the soil. Again, the fertilizer I use is fish meal, which you can use anything you want, but I like fish meal, and there's 10% nitrogen. Phosphorus, I use bone meal, which is 10 to 12%, and I use kelp, and with an addition of some minerals in it. After about a month of growing, I side dress it again with fertilizer with the same thing. And at the last month, about every week or so, I side dress it with fertilizer, and then I water it down with liquid fertilizer. Same thing, liquid fish, or whatever you can find, whatever works best for you. But that's how I grow them, and you'll consistently get 1 to 3 pounders. Now I'm shooting for 4 to 5 pounders. I'm using a little bit higher strength fertilizer this year and see how it works. So I'm going to do a couple videos on this, let you know how this is going. I'll do a work in progress here. And again, when you buy these plants, they come, some of them are about as thin as a blade of grass, and then some of them are good 1/4 inch or so, the stem on the the green part is fairly thick, and you'll get maybe some up to 3/4 of an inch. So I planted all the biggest ones in the spot that I'm going to grow big onions. Then the smaller ones I plant off to the side somewhere, and you're still going to get good onions, good sized onions. You might get a ½ pound, you might get 1 pounders. Again, it takes almost 100 days or so for them to mature, but you'll have great big huge onions. Again, I forgot to mention, you have short day and long day onions. These are long day, which long day onions you grow in the north, short day onions in the south. But this Alyssa Craig you can grow in the south. You have shorter days, but you have more days, and it'll work out both north and south.